Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we will be ranking top 5 roller coasters at the Thorpe Park Resort in Chertsey. So at number 5 it is Colossus, the Intamin 10 inversion coaster. This opened in 2002 and it is Thorpe Park's oldest thrill coaster. It is near the back of the park next to Soar and all the other flat rides, such as Russian Vortex. So this ride has really great filming. I love when you dive into the trench. The loop is quite forceful. The airtime hill doesn't really do much, just makes you pick up some speed. And the 5 heartline rolls are very hang timey and I mostly enjoy it. It's just nowadays it's a bit rough, which is why I have given it this bottom placement. So at number 4 we have Saw the Ride. The ride that is directly next to it came 7 years after it opened in 2009. It is a gas-lower Eurofighter and it is the best themed roller coaster in the entire park based on the horror film franchise. It has a little indoor section with a heartline roll and with an outdoor section with a beyond vertical drop, an Immelman, an overbanked turn, and a wonderful airtime hill, a dive loop and smashing into the brakes. However, it is quite rough and a bit jolty, but I still enjoy it a lot and it is one of my favourite roller coasters in the UK besides the Smiler. So in number 3 we have Nemesis Inferno, the UK's only operating BMM invert at the time. I really like this roller coaster because it's the only roller coaster that is really close to B besides Nemesis. It's very similar to Nemesis. It has 4 inversions just like Nemesis, a loop, 0 and 2 interlocking corkscrews. The theming with the trees and the volcano is really aesthetic. I really like the 0G roll, which is very whippy. It's relatively intense, and the drop and the pre-drop before the lift hill is actually really cool and is one of my favourite parts of the entire sequence and coaster. This ride is actually one of the best inverts I've ever done. It's not as good as Nemesis, and it probably won't be as good as Montu at Bushgardens Tampa when I ride it later this year. Little bit of spoilers for you. So, in the number 2 spot, it is the Swarm, the BMN Wing Coaster. This ride is placed on its own separate island, which makes it really cool. The theming is still really good. It's not as good as Saw the Rides, but it's still really good theming. I love its aesthetic. The ride is very smooth, and it is its newest coaster until 2024, but more on that later. It has multiple inversions. The dive drop at the beginning is very good. 0G roll is very floaty, and the inline twist over the station gives some great hand time. Also, the turn around the lake is quite forceful and a bit intense. That is why I put it over Nemesis Inferno. And in the number 1 spot, it is Stealth, the UK's fastest roller coaster. Again, until 2024. Anyways, again, more on that later. This is an Intamin Accelerator or Intamin Rocket, if you're from Alton Towers, and it has the best launch I've ever experienced so far. It goes 80 miles per hour in under 2 seconds over a gigantic 205 foot tall top hat, and the drop is absolutely mental. And not only that, it has a little airtime hill into the brake run, which gives you wild airtime. It's like a mini Kinder car. As you know, I will be riding Kinder car later this year. It's not confirmed yet, but I probably will be. But I hope that will be as good as this coaster will be as well. This roller coaster is definitely my favourite in the world so far, yet again, until I go to Orlando to ride Velocicoaster or Iron Gauzy. But it's the tallest ride I've ever done so far, and that's why I like it. So thank you for watching Coaster Islands. Consider subscribing, and please hit like and see you next time.